And now it's about time for this week's...
You know what really grinds my gears?
What really grinds my gears is grandmas. Now, you might be thinking, grandmas? How can grandmas grind your gears? Well, it's this generation of grandmas. And when I say this generation of grandmas, I mean our generation of grandmas, i.e. our parents. Those grandmas. Not the grandmas when we were young and there were grandmas dead. No, the grandmas of now. Our parents, now that they become grandmas.
You know what really grinds my gears?
These grandmas are different. Anyone with a child will probably be able to, relate to this a little bit more than those without. Now, grandmas are lovely. They step in and look after your child and help. They give you advice. They're just homely normally. They're wise. They're great. Not disrespecting any of the grandmas, although some grandmas will be, I'm not being funny, but some of your grandmas, some of them are going to be whatless. Not all grandmas, but there's going to be a couple of whatless grandmas out there, come on, let's be honest. But in general, most grandmas are great. Now, I say this and I can talk from my own perspective. New grandmas are a nightmare. Now, I'll tell you why. If your mum was like mine, when you were growing up, nothing got by mum. Anything, mum was on it. On it. And if your mum was anything like mine, there was a lot of beatings taking place. I remember one time mum was washing up and she had this favourite bowl. It was a glass bowl. It was her favourite bowl for soup. And what's funny, but the reason why I laugh about this is because I know mum's going to see this video. And I remember she was washing up her soup bowl. And I must have said something cheeky to mum. And she was washing up her bowl. I was behind her. I said something cheeky. Mum turned around and dashed the bowl in my head. Psh! Bowl smashed. And then I got a beating for smashing her bowl. There was another time where I was playing out. And mum must have said, come home for 6 because we're going out. And I was busy playing out, doing what I was doing. And I must have got home about 6:30. And I got home. And mum said, where you been? And I said, boy, I was playing football, innit? I must have said something cheeky. All I know is mum chased me around the whole estate. Then one day, you know what, mum started chasing me from the front door. I thought, if I take a couple of steps, mum was chasing me and then just stop. I run a couple of steps to look back. Mum was still chasing me. I had to run around the whole estate. Mum was on it. Anything that I did, mum weren't ramping. If I was cheeky, so you can straight. If I said anything that she didn't like, straight. I remember one time, in fact a couple of times, I was naughty at school. Mum said, if I get another letter to your school, it's going to go down in the headmistress's office. And it happened at primary school and it happened at secondary school. And when mum got called into the office, she sat me down. I sat down with the headmistress at primary school and the headmaster at secondary school. And halfway through the conversation, mum stopped that whole conversation and said, you know what? There's something that I need to do. I got battered in that office. Mum weren't playing about. These are just some real small stories. I could be here for ages talking about the stories that I had. Now that mum is a grandma, nothing matters anymore. Oh, stop being so harsh on him. Oh, just leave him. You're too strict. Did I not tell you about the beatings I used to get from my own mother? Oh, you're so strict. Stop being so strict. Oh, he didn't mean it. Oh, do you remember when you were young? Oh, the things that you used to do. So just don't let him do. Just let him off. Just let him get away with it. Stop being so strict. Why are grandmas like this? When it's their turn for parenting, all they wanted to know is beatings. So you can. That's all they wanted to know about. Beatings. But now it's time to be a grandma. Oh, don't be like that. Oh, he didn't mean it. He's a good boy, really. Leave him alone. No, grandmas, listen. You started it, yeah? It's your fault. You taught us about beatings. It's your fault. So for this week's
You know what really grinds my gears?
What really grinds my gears are these new age grandmas who don't want to see their grandkids get beaten after they finish battering their kids for about 18 years. I'll be back after the ads. This one was requested by Shannon. All for us by Labyrinth.